Facebook up. Facebook. Well, not really. Post. Yeah. Oh, damn it! I already booked the link. Uh, Post. No. That worked. Hey, it works. Kind of. Why is there just a still? How come this? Okay, Facebook is not doing such a good job. If I post up a live stream and it comes with a picture, the picture's supposed to show up at the bottom. It's not even doing that. So freaking annoying. This. But see, before when you had a business page, you do a live feed, the live feed comes up as a post. Now I do a live feed, it doesn't show up anywhere. I don't understand why I am not seeing my video right now on this freaking live stream on Facebook. Like, where is it? Where is it? This is so stupid. There's even a button for live, and I click on live and it doesn't show up. It says past live videos. But where's the live video? Look at this. It's right here. I don't give a shit. Facebook. Drawlines Misfits. Posts. It used to pop up right here. Now it doesn't. It's stupid annoying. Where did it go? I'm live right now on Facebook. Somewhere out there. Like, I can't. I don't. Why did you keep changing shit? Fucking Zuckerberg. God damn. I got nothing. Recent videos. Misfits. Filter manage. Where is it? I can't deal with this nonsense. This is so stupid. What's funny is that XSplit allows, like, post up a little post at the bottom right hand corner of your screen that shows, hey, you're live now. Click here if you want to see the page. I clicked it and I left, and sorry, freaking. Oh wow, it's afternoon. I'm tired. Professional dashboard. Content. Audience. Really, 65-year-olds? Okay, I'll get it. I do not get it. Hey, 1,000 post speech. That's nice. Where are my videos? Maybe it's on the video page. Nope. Live. Oh shit, there it is. Yeah, but why am I here and not, like, how do I get the link to this? It should have been on my page. Enter full screen. Continue watching while you browse. Share. Oh, thank you for that. I have to do the work of reposting my own video on my page. Does that make sense? Like, why? Well, at least I figured that out. Alrighty, let's get to the important things. Mm, so I posted up two major things which I need to share here because it's just okay. So I've been preaching about it like ever since the original X-Men cartoon came out. I love the X-Men versus Sentinel idea so much. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's so much there to unpack. And I have to say, oh my god, finally. I've been preaching about this for a while. The Who's that? Who's that? The episode 5 X-Men 97. I saw this like in a heartbeat, but nobody's mentioned it. But he's right there. This is a canon event. So he is watching. He only watches canon events. So there he is. Thank you. Thank you, whoever wrote this story out, to make sure that everything is exactly how it should be. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that it was only 30 minutes long. The only thing that I didn't like. Other than that, I loved everything else. In the comic books, that specific Sentinel, like, did exactly the same thing. Burning things, killing everyone, so on and so forth. To see it in the comic books by a really good artist, amazing. To see it live, like in the TV, blows your mind. You know what I mean? And I've been trying to figure out how to draw X-Men versus Sentinels. Like, I've always just wanted to keep drawing X-Men versus Sentinels, and I want to get good at it too, just so I can keep doing it. But like, it's some conflicting things. So in the X-Men cartoon, there's supposed to be. I got work to do, but I just want to point out some stuff. All right, so this is Photoshop. I'm going to zoom in. I'm just going to set this up right here. But before I go into anything, I just want to show stuff. Hold on. Let's see. Enemies. No, I want to see you. Can we just like take a second to enjoy? First of all, the artwork is actually really good. It kind of reminds me of Archer. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of Archer, but they did a really good job. All right. First, Magneto isn't getting enough appreciation. I got 8,700 views for Gambit's death, but yo, we need to appreciate it. Can we just appreciate what Magneto did? Oh, that's how it is. Like, let's appreciate what Magneto did.
Omega level threat detected.
Like, come on. I'm so sorry for the green dude, man. That guy, like, he had high hopes for Magneto, and Magneto tried so hard. Oh, man.
No! Too dangerous, dear!
He's trying so hard, too, man.
Don't you dare, Eric! You hear me?
He's trying to protect us, Rose!
Like, oh, dude. Look at that face.
Hab keine Angst.
Damn. Just damn. Like, he did so much. And that's such a shocker, too. But he did exactly what he wanted to do. Like, he defended the mutants as much as he could. On top of that, he had the X-Men on his side. The artwork on this is so good. Let me see. Does it show it? Red. Come on. That's what's funny is that I just finished watching the old episode from the old X-Men of Genosha, and is this the same Sentinel from the old one that got sunk by Storm's water thingamabob? He was trapped. He couldn't get out. He was still plugged in, and then water came in, flooded the joint. So, is this a combination of Master Mold trying to rebuild itself to get out of the ground? Like, that's what I don't understand. Because Master Mold had the capability of recreating in the cartoon, had the capability of recreating Sentinels through itself, inside of itself. I don't know how it got those metals or wiring or so on and so forth, but that's beside the point. It's a cartoon. So if that's the case, did it try to rebuild itself in a way to get out of the ground of all that water? So I don't know. Like, is this Master Mold from the old cartoon? That's a good question. Then you have the Watcher that I just pointed out. The Watcher was there. So this is a canon event. Let me see. And I have to admit, like, they play the people, the writer obviously read his comic books. He obviously read his comic books. You can see he read his comic books. The way that Gambit acts, the way that Cyclops fights. You know what I mean? Blasting his eye beams on the floor just to slide across the room to knock out a guy. To shoot the eye beams on the floor again, to slide across the other side to defend Jubilee or Storm or whatever. Come on. They gave Cyclops his own fighting style. You can't get any better than that. Knowing that, people are gonna notice that you read the freaking books right. You read those books. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it. And I kinda hope it's true. Because it kinda helps push this story further. Cyclops is gonna turn bad. That's what I think. Cyclops is going to turn into a supervillain. Professor X is already dead. He lost his kid. He was cheating. Well, mentally cheating, but he was cheating nonetheless for a month. He got mad at the news lady asking him the questions about his kid. He's going to turn into a bad guy. I know it. Storm is going to take over the X-Men. Cyclops is going to have another team called the X-Men. And then they're just going to battle it out on each other. That's what I think is going to happen. If not, then the next best thing is Cyclops is going to take over the X-Men team. He's going to be pushing the X-Men team more closer to villainous stuff. And then they're going to have to fight against the Avengers. If they put the Avengers on here. Which I hope they do. I hope they add the Avengers on here too. Because that would be amazing. Just for a fight. I'm not talking about like taking over the show. But just for a fight. And that would probably introduce the Avengers on their own show. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have their own show just like this. So just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Throwing some ideas. So oh man, so much. There's so much going on right here. So There's so much going on right here. Yep. Um, it would be cool if we like can do a friends group X-Men watch, like we could all watch X-Men together. And I've tried it too. Uh, Amazon, you can put a Amazon link on Twitch to watch a movie and or show, but Disney, so I don't think that. I don't know. But anyway, nonetheless, so good. I'm trying to draw this.
Neutralized.
The name's Gambit, mon ami. Remember it.
And what does that show you right there? That it's not just Gambit's hands that can convert something into an explosive. It's his entire body. Just like Rogue, nobody could touch her skin or else she'll automatically absorb her or your ability. Gambit is in the same situation. The difference is Gambit was able to control his power. Right? If this happened just by something touching his side, and he was able to activate his powers through his side, that means that he has the same situation as Rogue. The difference is he was able to control his powers, whereas Rogue has not controlled his powers yet. Interesting. Total Superman Lois type situation right here. But this part,
I can't feel you.
I can't feel you. You know who else said that? Scarlet Witch. Also, thank you, Demon Slayer, whatever, whoever this is, for posting that up. But yeah, so Scarlet Witch has said that the Vision died. Just saying. All right. So I'm not okay. No, I want to draw the Sentinels, right? I'm not going to try to draw the Sentinels here. Oh, touch me. Um, I'm not going to try to draw the Sentinels. Let me just get an idea out there. Hold on. Let me move this closer here. Move this closer here. All right, 0, 0. Okay. So as far as I've read, the original Sentinels were 3 stories tall, right? So 3 stories tall. So this is a 5x7 paper. We're going to use inches as stories, right? But technically that's incorrect because stories apparently is 14 feet. 1 story is 15 feet tall. But let's just use it as an example anyway. Oh, yeah, sorry, I yawn a lot, man. Alright, so here, am I touching? Is this working? I don't know if this works anymore. Is this working anymore? Did I grab the wrong thing? I think this one was just a shell. Sorry, I got plenty of these freaking pencils. This work? This work. Fine. I haven't used it in a while. This thing hasn't been used in a while, so it needs to charge. you would think that because no, this one is the older one. Yeah, this one's the older one. And then that one. So this one should be the one that goes. So this should work. Huh. Yeah, I haven't used this in a while. Hmm. Drawing media, art pencil. Okay. Come on, buddy. Wake up. Okay, good. Why is this not touchscreen anymore? This is supposed to be touchscreen. What is wrong with my display here? Just a second. Boom. Have it. Oh, the driver update. Alright, that makes sense, I guess. Let me put this right here. It's always a freaking update for something. There you go. Ah, my pencil works. Okay. Undo, undo. Yeah, I get it. Thanks. Alright, so we'll play some music. I need music to survive. Ah, it's Bluey. Sorry, I like my kid loves Bluey, so I put him on music, on TVs, and whatever. Let's change this. Lower this. Alright, okay, so alright, so I've wanted to draw like X-Men versus Sentinels, like for a long time. And I've tried once before and failed miserably, like really bad. I tried, but there's so many different styles. There's so many different styles of Sentinels. It's so hard to choose. You know what I mean? Especially when you're at the beginning. You know, when you're a new artist and you see all these um, classic senior artists, like they've done so much, and I'm not a comic book artist. I would love to be, or I want to, or at least just an artist in general. But life keeps stopping me from that happening. Um, I don't regret it, but I kind of regret it. But anyway, either way, so I don't know which Sentinel to choose from. You know what I mean? The one Sentinel that I chose so far looks similar to the one in the X-Men cartoon, but it's more techy. And then there's one I would love to draw, and he is real. Like I'm saying, this Sentinel looks real, like as if it could be a real robot standing over you, calling you a mutant. Like that's how real this motherfucker looks. But I'm not gonna draw that one because it's complicated. Anyway, um, so I was doing some idea work, you know, just sketches and stuff like that, and I looked up the size of the Sentinel. The size of the Sentinel is 3 stories tall. I don't understand why that's a thing that should happen, but it was also the '60s, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so here's the ground. Ooh, ground, right? I'm gonna be wearing my glove, but speed moving all over the place. All right, so that's half right there, right? Can you see? Oh, my big head is blocking the way. Good job. So 1, 2, 3. This right here is the head of the Sentinel, right? Let me move this. Let me move this. There you go. Okay, so now you can see. Alright, so if I measure this, I measured it wrong. Okay, hold on. No, this is the center right here. That's the center. That is not the center. Oh, this doesn't erase. Okay. Oh, I should have realized that. Okay, so that's the center right there. So this is the size of the center. Let me erase that because that's going to bother me. Alright, so that means here is the sentinel, all big and bad. Right? Group, sentinel, war. And his big gopher feet. Alright? Pomp. Sentinel. Okay? Um, that's how big he is, right? So if that's how big he is, then a regular person is like, right? One, two, three. Yeah, that's it. That means that this dude's feet, this guy's feet, is literally the size all the way up to your hip. There's your hip. It's the size of your hip, right? So this dude can kick you across two football fields. Yet you have mutants kicking their butts. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand it's just a cartoon. I'm just trying. My brain is stuck in reality. So this was my thought of kind of a, and I get it. You know, you have perspective, angles, shadows, lights to differentiate sizes of each person, thing, or large killing robot. Okay, so if I'm going to make a pose like maybe like this, all right? Here's the sentinel. Don't move. There's a sentinel. Dude, seriously, stop moving. What are you doing? So there's the sentinel. There's his big square nose. Bop, bop. And his large frowny face. Kind of looks like a large Muppet. Killer Muppet. Right? Right? That's his head. So what if I do, there's his big shoulder, right? And he goes like this. It's coming at the camera. We have, right? That's chest plate, shoulder, other shoulder, with his little finger sticking out because he needs to fly or whatever. And he grabs Jean Grey. Oh, Jean, yeah, let's do Jean. So he grabs Jean Grey. So He grabs Jean Grey. Yep, make like that's his knuckles right here. Got his finger sticking outward a little bit because he has somebody in his hands, right? Technically, all he had to do is just boop, pop her head like a goddamn champagne bottle. But no, let's just hold on to her long enough for her to use her powers. Anyway, so wait, where did my guy go? I had a little tiny person right there. Whatever. Right, so I got him. So now his hand is basically the size of his head because his hand is like closer to the camera, to the viewer. Sorry. And there's Jean Grey all caught, and then she's like, "Help me!" Even though you cheated on me, right? Because obviously the only person that she's going to call for help is Cyclops, even though he cheated. Cheater. Just saying, you're a cheater. Anyway, um, so then the other X-Men are going to come to help, right? So obviously the first one going to come to help is Wolverine, the home wrecker, by the way. He's a freaking home wrecker. Anyway, so I'm gonna have him like in the back of this guy's head, and he's like striking him. He's like, oh. There's Wolverine with his big, massive forearms, claws, and he goes, ching, 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 ching. Right? Wolverine says something like, love you, Jean. Be there in a minute. And she goes, no thanks. Right? Let's see what else. You can do Nightcrawler if you want. Nightcrawler? No, he's not part of the actual X-Men. Let's see. So we have Jean, Wolverine, we have Cyclops. We can do Cyclops like trying to blast them, and he missed. So blast them. So we can do like a little beam. Oh, that's not bad. Pew! And this gets damaged. Right, parts are flying, and then Cyclops goes, still love you, and then she goes, no thanks. Right? So, um, who else? Then you have Rogue. So Rogue should be flying, trying to save the day. So Rogue is kind of in the same pose as except she's hotter looking, so she has to like have like boobs there with her jacket, her leather jacket. I don't understand why they keep taking her leather jacket off. She needs to have her leather jacket. She's a jacket girl. Why are you not putting on her jacket? So her leather jacket's on there, the brown one, obviously, and she has all that hair. Whee! Hair. Then she says something weird like, "You people are a mess." Right? And then, just for the sake of it, let's throw Gambit in here with him being on his motorcycle, right? So his motorcycle, Here's the motorcycle. Wow. Right? And then he's riding the motorcycle. Now it's starting to turn into stick figures, but still. And he goes, swing. Those cards. And he says, wee. I like, well. Right? So, this is kind of what I'm trying to do, more or less. So, I think it's not a bad plan. I mean, kind of finaged a little bit. Gotta figure that out. Oh, gotta draw his feet. Feet. What do you think? Right? Yeah? This is not a bad plan. Hmm. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. And if everything works out, then I'll probably have a sketched out version soon. Um, but we have this other idea. Ready? Okay, so my other idea, I need to create. Okay, so this right here, I didn't buy this. I had to make it myself because I'm tired of people making art boards just because they want to sell art boards. I need a good art board. You see how up this is, how high this is? If this was something bought, this would be way lower, which it still hurt my neck. So what I did was I made my own. This is my art board that I made. And now I need to make another one because now I have a son. And the first 2 years, I try my best to do work, head home, spend time with the kid because it's so important for the first 2 to 4 years to be there for the kid and make sure that he knows that he has a loving family and a loving dad and so on and so forth, and make sure that doesn't grow up to be an asshole. So far I'm doing a good job, and I think so anyway. And I want to start drawing, but I also want to keep drawing while I'm with my kid. So on top of that, I need to keep drawing, be with my kid, and keep my living room tidy. Because one, I can't leave little things like little pieces of lead or technical pencil with a point or an eraser that he can bite on, um, or a large board that could land on his face. So I decided that to help with the child and to help my wife keep everything clean as much as possible. Yeah, yeah, trying to keep everything clean. She doesn't believe me that I clean things, but whatever. Um, I decided to make another art board, but a more compact art board with a drawer, and that's what I'm going to do. So I need an art board that can hold my pencils, erasers, pens, markers, and the paper, and a lot of paper. So I'm going to make, and I kind of almost did the math. I need an 11 by 17 artboard. I need it to not be this big, but I need to be big enough to hold this paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an artboard, basically this, cut here, and this will be my artboard. So my plan is don't whatever. All right. So the plan here. Oh, all right. So this is going to be the outer case. Now I should really just use my. No, no. Yo, Photoshop might not be the best option. Let me open up Poster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a case, and it's going to have one long drawer, and then it's going to have a stand on it. And here's the thing: this thing, if this gets wrecked, this comes off, and then I can just plop in a new board. You know what I'm saying? So the base of this thing will be safe. I don't have to throw the whole thing out. I can just, right here at the bottom, I can unscrew this, take this out, and then put a new one in here. Problem solved. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm hoping to happen with the other one. So here's Illustrator. I'm going to put File New. Come on, not rocket science. Let's go. I know my PC is doing a lot. All right. So here's the plan. So I'm going to. Oh, actually, I don't have to use the. All right. So the plan 2. I'll go like this, like this. This. All right. Like that. Then I'm going to copy, edit, font, the form, scale, 5. Okay. A little bit more. Right? So this is going to be actually. So this is going to be my case that goes around it. Remember, this is for an 11 by 17, so it's going to look like that. Right? Right? So that's the plan. This is a basic drawer. Okay? So this is the case. This is the drawer. Simple, right? So this is only going to be 2 inches. You can't. There's no point in making it so tall, so heavy, so big. 2 inches is all you need. Holds a couple, about 20, 50, or 20, 30 sheets of paper, and then a little space. A little space would be nice to have. Um, just a place to put pencils, right? Right? So pencil holder, paper holder, drawer, right? This is the bottom. Nice. Ooh, shit. Nice, right? Now, now this, is going to go right over it, right? So that's going to go over it. Now here's the setup. So I'm going to paste, edit, front, form. Okay. All right. So what we have here now is this is the back of this. Okay. So I now need hinges, right? I need one main hinge. What is happening? Here we go. Find the artboard. Derp, derp, derp. Okay. So now it's center. Okay, so this is going to be the leg that holds the thing up. Okay. This is the case. Right? So this right here will now have right? Okay, so we have this as the back piece, right? If you move this out the way, right? Let's go this way, right? So this now flips up. This goes into one of these latches or holes or whatever, so that way you can fit that in there. And then what happens is that you'll be able to draw on this. I'm thinking, this is just my thought here, I'm thinking that maybe there should be a small lip. So I'm gonna edit, copy, edit, paste, front, select. Okay, so now this is the lip. Back, forward, this way. There we go. Right? So now it has a lip that goes around, which means that this now has to be shorter. So this has to be shorter because it's got to fit in there. So this, 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 and like this. Right? So now if I go over, it should be able to fit. Mm-hmm. And what this is do is that now you have the lip, you can stand this and have a little thing to put your paper, so that way it doesn't slide down, slide off. So this is what I got so far. You know what I mean? You move this out the way. Oops, hold on. Move this out the way, and now you have this. Right? I think it's a good setup. So this will be 11 by 17. This is another like inch. How long is an inch? There we go. Yeah, I think an inch should be fine to put pencils and erasers and shit, right? 1 inch. So let me see. Yeah, so that's basically, I'm not going to do the math because it's going to be boring. But that's basically what I have so far. So you have the case, you have the drawer, you have the top, and that all gets nailed in. These are the holes, and then this goes to the holes, and then you can make it stand up. At the end, once everything is said and done, it should look. And on top of that, you're able to make it stand. Oh, wait, that's right off that. Shoot. Okay, so I haven't figured out everything yet, but I need to figure out how this stand is going to work. I need this to stand vertically and horizontally. So I draw both. So there would have to be another. There would have to be another way of putting this in. So oh, that's not aligned right. So my problem my problem now is how do I make this stand work? The only way how I see how this will work so far is this one only needs one big stand to support this. So it would go like this. Alright. The wider one would probably be something like right? Which means that I would have to first put this together. Move it aside. Which means that now I need to means that now I need to duplicate this. There you go. Right? I think so. I mean, the only thing now is that we have to make sure that everything stays placed depending on what you're pulling out. So there needs to be some type of lock or something here that I can latch something here that I can put over this. That way the thing doesn't keep flopping around. Alright? One here. So I'm gonna put like a little, let's make a little triangle. Yes. A little latch there. Latch here somewhere. The latch there. Right? So now that's pretty good. How I'm not gonna pull this off, I have no idea. I don't even know how to make a drawer. Why did I pull something and nothing showed up? Oh, that's why. That's weird. Now you post it? My life here? No. So, work in progress. Alright, I got some work to do, so I'm going to do that. Thank you for spending some time with me. If you're watching this, not your fault you're missing out.